is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by BTC, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KF Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, Rise Bahamas, Tropical Gyros, and the Water and Sewage Corporation.
And good afternoon and welcome to Talking Heads with Naughty. Nah, this not Naughty. This your guy Pearly here again. I don't know what's going on with Naughty. He had somewhere to go, somewhere to be, so he asked me to come and sit in on him. It's so good outside, so we're in the studios. We can talk some interesting stuff today, and we can see we can have some fun. It's been, I guess, but 2 weeks since I last been here. I've been chilling, watching a little NCAA basketball, and just relaxing and enjoying life a little bit. Went to Exuma on Monday. Such a beautiful island. Beautiful beaches. You know, we really, really blessed in this country when it comes to what we have to offer in terms of the beauty of this in this world. The beaches are second to none. I mean, it's just beautiful islands from top of islands. And I love visiting the family islands. I always say, if I'm going on vacation, I'm going to the family island. Because when you go foreign, you're going to shop. Let's face it, you're going to shop. I don't care if you're talking about you're going to Disney World, you're going to shop. Especially if you go with your woman, you're going to shop. So I believe a vacation is visiting the family islands, getting to see where our people are from, getting a little touch of the island life. So Exuma was wonderful. I had some good food, saw some good people, and I had a really, really nice time there. And only spent a day and came right back the next day. But look forward to seeing some more family islands in the very, very near future. So welcome. I'm trying to hang out with you guys today. Let's get some housekeeping out of the way if you want to call in. And this is open line today. We can talk about just about anything today. I want you to call in. I want you to talk about what you want to talk about. If you're around me, I don't care. Let's just have some talks. It's something I want to talk about. I can bring that up in a little bit. But if you want to call in, it's 323-6232 or 325-4316. 325-4259. That's 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4359. That's your call-in lines. If you want to text me, 422-4796. 422-4796. We could have some good talks, but we'll move into, let's see what's in the headlines today, and let's see what's going on around in the Nassau Guardian today. And, of course, that is brought to you by Fine Threads. At Fine Threads, we have new shoots for all your needs, double-breasted, regular slim, pinstripe, and fashion. And actually, I need me a suit because I got a wedding to go to coming up in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to swing by there and see if I can find me something nice. Any suggestions, just let me know. They have new items coming in every week. Chino pants, fresh shirts from every event or occasion. Swing by top of the hill, Marquis Street, or Southwest Plaza, Monday, Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fine Threads for the man with good taste. And I know I got some good taste. So y'all going to be seeing me soon. I got to get me a nice suit. I got to look right for this wedding. You never know. You never know. So what's in the headlines today in the Nassau Guardian? Brought to you by Fine Threads. Crime rising despite harsher sentencing. And this is Minister Monroe speaking to saying younger criminals becoming hitmen. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. And I'm always one to say, I don't know if the sentencing is the deterrent. So it's got something we got to figure out how to talk these young men out from, and in some instances now young women from not doing the right thing. So also officers shot in face. I hate to open the papers and this is the kind of stuff we get to see. Gas retailers lament rent increase on top of government's inflexible fuel margins. And last piece is Pintard calls for FNMs who sat out last elections to come home. And he said that last night, and I think in the Bean and Grantstown's Association meeting. In the business section, Carnival flags 8th ship in 2 years under Bahamian flag. That's that's good stuff. You know, our carnival ships are not just in the Caribbean; they're all over the place, and up in Alaska and all that. And so get to see our Bahamian flag promote us as a ship registry, and hopefully we'll get more ships to do that. Top real estate agent wants to buy now or risk renting forever. Loss and damage fund called for by Caribbean beginning to work. The judge rules injunction on sale of land to a food giant to continue. In other words, city markets, the injunction is lifted so they can continue the sale, and hopefully those people who are earning, deserving, to get their monies. And you know, this has been running on pretty much too long. So hopefully they'll get that sorted out. And just quickly, gas prices, Rubis is at $5.59, Esso is at $5.72, and Shell is at $5.67. I remember when gas was 56 cents a gallon. I guess that tells you how old I am, hey? 56 cents a gallon. Can you believe that? Let's see if we got you on the phone lines.
Good afternoon, my brother. How you doing?
Thank God for life. Thank God for life. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm what a fine. Naughty here today.
Oh, Naughty got some things to do, so he asked me to come. I know I ain't as good as Naughty, but I can try my best. He asked me to come hold on for him for a little bit.
But I can tell you one thing. He promised to come in the park last week, Saturday and Sunday, and they would say, JJ, I ain't seen Naughty.
Yeah?
I put him on blast. They still ain't picked up the internet on the park yet.
Last week?
I tell you, pardon me?
Which park?
Between Blue Road and Market Street, the whole time the Steve, Arch William Deacon Park. No, the internet ain't waking.
Yeah.
I tell you, they politicians don't let us be image, you know. They talking. Huh? They promise, see, 80% politicians lie and promise. We know this. The real people know this. See, and I keep telling people, what the world knows, what Israel and what France, people, make them buckle up and do what they say. See, we here in the Bahamas, we only about the most murderers.
Uh-huh.
But what I say is taxes. Like we struggle right now, small business and small business people.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
They $300. Why the government keep doing this? For what, man? What they want us to do? What they want to make people do, my brother? Tax. I know tax. Stop taxing Bahamians, man. Stop taxing us. They supposed to be paying them more tax. Go on and pay the land, hold land back. My children can't afford to buy that land, and let it go up. If you know such thing as no low-cost houses, it's affordable homes. Low-cost homes are 5,000 down, 500 money, or 7,000 down, 700 money.
Yeah.
That's affordable homes. The government built no government run apartments, though. People can't afford no house.
No, it's tough. I know.
What are we dealing with, man? Hey, many people, we do passive, man. And we need to show these lying politicians. Because right now, I on the ground, and I got a lot of people say they can register, but they ain't going to vote, you know. So I can't even out of the market. They ain't getting benefit of this country. Every foreigner in this country going to treat better than us Bahamians. Every foreigner, the Chinese, the Filipinos. What country is everyone in? Thanks, take me, call me, brother.
You're welcome, and I understand where you're coming from, and you know, we just got to keep agitating, that things will get a lot better. But it ain't easy. Let's see what we get here on the text line. Pearly, why are the garbage bins not being collected down by the cruise ship? As soon as millions of tourists come out the cruise, the first thing they see is an overflowing garbage bin, rats and taxis and tour guides shouting at tourists about deals on trips. We got to do better. It's embarrassing. We need to be more organized and professional, and that's why we are last on the cruise ship rankings. I could complain, but the garbage pickup all over Nassau. I know where I live. I got to call them on every 10 days. They don't show up, and they're supposed to come twice a week, and they show up once every 10 days. Now I think they came Friday going, so not Friday, last week sometime, and I got it written down home, and I can see how long it can take them again. It can be another 10 days, but we got to do something about that because it's not good, and you can't have the tourists coming off the cruise ship, and the first thing they see is garbage. That's not a good thing. What else you got here? Great show as usual. How you can tell me great show? I ain't started good yet, but anyway, I appreciate that. It's always a great day when Lakers are not in 8th seed. Oh, I see where you're coming from. All right. Great show as usual. Super glad you decided to have an open show because how come every government comes on approaching every topic except for people littering? Man, New Providence dirty. Wow. Pearly, the gas stations may shut down. I made a proposal to Naughty to sell gas in his backyard. I don't think wifey into that, so Naughty said, no questions, will you and Howard willing to assist the public by selling gas on the low? No. I do pretty to go to jail. I don't think I can work with that one. But I'm concerned about what's going on with the gas station dealers. I'm concerned about if they can be open So I try to keep my car full of gas, or at least, over half at all times. I'm going to ask Naughty, I can ask Naughty where you can get your price. I'll send you back some answer. I'll see what I can do with that. No, I'm not doing the brain teaser. He didn't send me the brain teaser to do. And my brain's I know I went to SAC and I could come up with something really hard, but no, I ain't going to do that to you all today. But yeah, I'm concerned about what's going on with the gas dealers. And I hope the government can sit down with them and they could work this out as soon as possible. Because I saw when they threatened to close, everybody and his grandma was trying to get gas that one day. I had gotten gas not even knowing that. I just full up not even knowing that. So I hope they work it out. The buzz. What's going on with the buzz? When we get back off this first break, we'll talk the buzz. We'll see what's going on virtually, and there's something I want to talk about, and the buzz is going to be brought to you by Johns. But Mr. Producer, let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the buzz and see what's happening.
Easter is right around the corner, and the Nassau Guardian is partnering with the Easter Bunny to give something special to you. Would you like to give your child an Easter basket filled to the brim with chocolate bunnies, surprise eggs, gift certificates, and more? Then you should enter your child into the Nassau Guardian's Easter Coloring Contest. There are 3 different categories: 5 to 6, 7 to 9, and 10 to 13. Deadline for entry is Monday, April 3rd at 4 p.m. Purchase your copy of the Nassau Guardian to get your Easter Coloring Contest sign-up form, and let your children color away and win one of 3 baskets filled to the brim with Easter goodies from the Nassau Guardian. The Nassau Guardian's Easter Coloring Contest. For more information, call 302-2370.
Well done, Easter Bunnies. Good job.
Vaccines protect those we love the most, our children and our grandchildren. I vaccinated my children to protect them. Getting your child immunized can protect them against diseases like polio, measles, whooping cough, and others. So protect your child today by getting them immunized. My grandchildren are vaccinated. You should do the same. Vaccinate your children and your grandchildren and make sure they are safe.
Take advantage of the National Vaccination Catch-Up Campaign, March 25th to April 6th. Visit your nearest clinic weekdays between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. On Saturday, March 25th, visit us at the Red Cross, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on Saturday, April 1st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we'll be at the mall at Marathon. COVID-19 vaccines are also available at all locations. This message is brought to you by PAHO WHO, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and USAID.
Original or hot and spicy?
Feeling original? Think twice. Here's some precise advice. Always add the spice.
Hey, that's great. Take your time, brother. I don't want you to run too far out with your spicy self.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, mouth hard, but you still ain't got the right flavor.
Listen, just like the Colonel, I'm an original. You? There's a spicy come lately.
You think so? Original. You could never.
There's no winning flavor. They're all finger-licking good. Only at KFC Nassau.
Refined style with elegant taste. Divine Threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then Fine Threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then Fine Threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then Fine Threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
And we're back. We're talking here to Naughty. This is Pearly. And we're going to talk about what's the buzz in Nassau, brought to you by John Shoes. And check this out now. I got this right. I go into Fine Threads to get my suit. And then I got to go to John's to get my shoes so I can look good at my little niece's wedding. Come in a couple of weeks from now, I can be sharp as a tack. I can look clean. Nice haircut and everything. Thanks to Fine Threads and the buzz sponsor, John Shoes. Now, we talked a little bit earlier about the gas station owners and their concern about what's going on, and that's been the talk around. A lot of drivers are filling up and concerned about whether they can be able to get gas at a certain time and all that. So that has been something that's getting people edgy, and again, people a lot of concern. And the second thing to me is man, brothers, put them gun down, man. Too many young men. Shooting Friday, shooting Sunday, shooting every day, it's like you wake up in the morning, you say, wonder who gets shoot today? Did anybody get shoot today? And that's not a healthy thing for our country. So, I'm concerned about that. And a lot of people are concerned about the crime. And I know they had that. I know Pental was at that meeting in Baintown, and they're concerned about what happened there in 2 different areas of Baintown in a couple of days. So, I hope we could find our ways to have some conflict resolution. We could find ways for our young people to learn how to talk and understand that let's not emulate what we see on these movies and things, because then people just get up and go home after the movie over. Because that's only a movie. They're making a movie. So, we gotta, come on, brothers, let's just get it right, man. Let's put them things down. They hurt. The next thing is, and I can't call the name of the station, I was glancing and I saw a show and I saw another leading behemoth or political activist and another gentleman arguing and somewhat over the comments that BUT President Belinda Wilson said in terms of transgender issues and stuff in the schools. And it got into a heated argument. And it kind of piqued my curiosity into to wonder. And I got to be careful what I say because I know I can piss some people off, but that's all right. We can get into this. This is your opinion. They shouldn't be in school. That's my opinion. They shouldn't be taught in school. I understand there's a certain, my opinion now, let's get it. It's not this station, not the owners of this place. It's just purely opinion, not naughty opinion, not talking heads opinion. I'm going to make that very clear. That's purely opinion. I understand some school, I'm calling no names, got a third bathroom. One for the boys, one for the girls, and one for them, for the transgenders. I can be fair, I can be nice. I'm not comfortable with that. I personally am not comfortable with that. Now, let's get to understand. I don't care what you are. I don't care who you decide you want to lay with or who you want to have a relationship with, who you want to be intimate with. I don't care about that. That ain't my business. What you do when you go in your house or in the room or whatever, and you're in a hotel, wherever you go and you close it, that's your business. That's what you decide to do. But when we try to force our views, and this is my opinion, I can keep saying this in my opinion, on other people, and saying that I have to accept it. I don't have to accept that. Only thing I have to accept is I have to remain black and I can die one day. God can call me one day. So when we start saying I have to accept, this is correct, you get mad if I call it a certain name or call I can call them the alphabets because LBGQ2. I don't want to try not to be wrong calling the alphabets. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. If you decide that you don't like being a male and you want to be a female, that's on you. You have to, whether it's right or wrong in God's eyes or anybody else's eyes, you have to answer to that, not me. I know what I am. I know what I like. If you decide you want to, that's on you. But you can't force me to accept it. You can't force me to like it. I don't have to like it. I can voice my opinion because you're voicing your opinion on what you think about that. You're voicing your opinion and saying, I have to accept this. I do not have to. And I personally don't like it. I don't think it should be brought into the schools. I don't think we should talk about it. I don't think so. If you're female and you decide that you want to be with other females, why you have to dress like a boy? You're female. What you doing, sex? That, like I say, it's my opinion. You can mad at me all you want. It's my opinion. If you're male and you want to be with other male, why you have to dress like? I would be highly offended if I go out, and I can do this now because I'm single. If I go out and I meet a beautiful lady and I start talking, and I fall interest, and then I find out this, you identify as a female, but to my eyes, you look good, you're pretty, you got chest, you got hair, everything like that, and then come to find out you still got the male organs, I got a problem with that. But you still can't come out and say, oh, I'm dressed like a girl, but I'm not. You ain't gonna say that, so, but why do I have to accept it? Why do I have to like it? I just don't. That's my opinion. I honestly, in my view, my belief, I accept, let me get straight, I accept what individuals decide they want to do. I'm not going to look you in the face and condemn you and cuss you out and call you're going to burn it. No, that's what you decide, that on you. If you decide, but I'm just questioning it in my way. Question is that if I have to, you forcing me to accept it, then accept my opinion. Accept when I say I think I don't like it. Accept when I say I think it's craziness. That's just how I look at it. That's how I believe in it. And, I get one text with a bunch of numbers. I don't know what that means. Next text. I'll get this right now. The gas station issue is much to do about nothing. No one with any sensible brain will do anything to jeopardize their own profit for losses. So the gas station will not do anything but ramble on like clanging cymbals. They don't want to go from making little profit to no profit. So what's the issue? So what's the issue? Moving along smartly, it's nothing burger. Okay. That's your opinion. True. Why you shut down and lose more money? If I close, I don't sell any gas. What's your real name? My name was Earl Thompson Jr. Earl Vincente Thompson Jr. That's my real name. But everybody who knows me, I have grown up with two nicknames. There's a nickname to some people who went to university with me. It's the great St. John's University in Minnesota. People who went to school and know me as Weaver. And people who I grew up with in Chippingham, and people who I'm there to around, and my kids and everybody, they call me Pearly. I can't say how I got the name. Another one. Good afternoon, man. You are so right. The Bahama Islands are home due to our blessed beauty. Our home due to its blessed, beautiful nature. The Bahamas is physically such beautiful, wonderful place. Physically, maybe the most beautiful place in the entire world. Physically, the Bahamas is a paradise, but otherwise, now see you trying to get me in problems. Oh, that's a little long. Caller, let's take this caller. Actually, got the person trying to get me in problems. Let's take this caller. Caller, you on the line with Pearly and Talking Heads. What's happening?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Pearly.
Yes, dear.
Okay, I was listening to your show. I just started.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I listened to the comments being made within the past 2 days in regards to what the beauty president said.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'm not here to defend her.
Yes, ma'am.
She speaks for herself, and
Yes,
so
ma'am.
do I.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm thinking what I think I might have heard. I'm not sure that she wanted to actually have this practiced in the school.
Okay.
She was giving a personal opinion
Okay.
on the fact that children are going to be exposed now or later. And if they are aware, and it is something, it is topical.
Yes.
And it's also your preference and your belief, because like they said, students ought to be taught certain things at home. Parents ought to be able to say to children, well, this is what you can expect going forward, going abroad, this is what you might meet. So I think her opinion was simply to say, well, let's just make the children aware
Yes.
of what can happen, not opposed to her pushing this view where, oh, you must do this. So I think this whole topic is being misunderstood.
Think we blown it out of proportion?
Yes, it's being blown out because, look here, I am a retired teacher, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And I have to
I've
respect teachers, and because it's my family.
Exactly. I've worked with the president, and I think she's a person of high moral.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Without any doubt at all.
I've heard some shows that's really been beginning to get to my, anyhow.
And we as a people, sometimes we just take the sweet part of the story and run with it.
Yes.
And we don't look at the whole story. And I put it out there and saying my views on the subject, not condemning Belinda, because
Yes.
I know a person, she's a wonderful lady, and
Right.
I don't think she's the type of person who wanted to be a part of the
I
curriculum.
don't think this, right. I don't want her to practice that we should now have this space for young girls, for little girls to become boys and little boys to become girls. I don't think so.
And to be honest with you, I don't think so either.
Right, but she was giving her opinion on whether the children should become aware. And trust you, Mr. Thompson, having been a teacher, these children are exposed to far more than what you would think.
You asking me? Are you asking me? You're asking me?
Yes.
I tell people this as a father, and when my boys were growing up, I'm the one who took them to all the parties, all the events. I'm the one that dropped and picked them up. I'm the one that picked up. I used to have a Pajero Jeep, so I used to have anywhere from 8 to 9, maybe sometimes 10 young men in the car taking them, and I just sat and listened to them. And I did it for two reasons. A, I'm one of them, be responsible. I want to know where my kids are going, who they be with. And I want them, and I don't mind taking the kids because I want to know who they be with. And that was a little opportunity to get out.
Right.
That was a little opportunity for me to get out the house every once in a while, too. But that's a different side for a different day. But
Just one quick thing before
yes,
I
ma'am.
leave, right?
Yes, ma'am.
While I was still teaching, just before I retired, a few years before retirement, I had a 6th grade student who said to me, do you know who a sugar daddy is?
Oh, boy.
So I played crazy like I didn't know because
Uh-huh.
I want her to explain.
Uh-huh.
And trust you me, I looked like the fool at the end. She carried the conversation.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying, We are not pushing anything on these children. These children come to you knowing more than you think.
No, I know that, and I would say this. I don't, and like I said, I don't think it should be part of the curriculum, but you do have the parenting class or the family planning or whatever the class is called for and I don't have a problem if that is, is in the class. A class is dedicated to that to say this, because we have to be aware, but not encouraging it, but just making you aware of it. That's,
Exactly. And I'm sure she was not encouraging anything.
Because I'm a firm believer in the Bible. Adam was there and he was lonely, and and the Lord sent Eve.
I do too.
The Lord sent Eve.
Remember too, she doesn't shape the curriculum,
I know that, and I know that, and I know that.
Education.
I know that.
Whatever's taught will come down from ministry.
Yes.
But she was only giving an opinion, and she's entitled to that, like
And
everybody else.
Everybody is, and I wholeheartedly support the right that she has a right to give her opinion, and whether I agree with it or not, it's her opinion.
Yes.
But I'm not condemning her at all in any way, because I know her, so I think I know where she was coming from.
Right. I'm sure she has some morals as well. So I'm going to continue to listen.
Okay, thank you.
Interesting show.
Thank you. And I'm only filling in for the host. He's gone for the week, so I'm going to be at the date tomorrow and Friday. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, okay.
All right, take care. The next text, if we think, keyword think, Belinda is talking about education, not doctorate. I understand, and I think that's what the lady and I were just talking about this now. I think that's what we were just talking about a few minutes ago. Pearlie, please read my text. Please just replace hello with heck. I hear you text. But like I said, I never would want to condemn Belinda at any way, in any form. I understand where she's coming from, and that's Earl's opinion. I didn't really quote on what she said. I'm quoting on the topic, the issue, and all that, and I'm quoting on what only Pearlie's beliefs are. Not this station, not Naughty, not talking. That's what Pearlie believes. But when we come back, we got a lot more to talk about. We take this break and be right back with Talking Heads and Naughty. Thanks for being with us.
What you thinking? We want something different. People, what you wanting? We want local government. I can tell them no more slunking. We want to see it function. I can tell them no more joke. I forgot. Going down Blue Hill Road, going down Village Road, going down Nassau Road. We want local government. We want local government. Dixon Road, we want local government. Cheddar Road, we want local government. We got call for local government.
Sign the petition and find out more information at risebahamas.net.
When I had got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. That's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Hazelnut meets mocha with the new Dunkin' Hazelnut Mocha Signature Latte. Savor the delicious coffee combination of smooth, rich espresso with silky chocolate and toasted hazelnut flavors. All topped with whipped cream, decadent mocha drizzle, and hot chocolate powder. Available hot or iced, the Dunkin' Mocha Latte is the perfect pick-me-up at any time of day. So why wait? Head to your favorite Dunkin' and enjoy the Dunkin' Hazelnut Mocha taste sensation today. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
And we're back with Talking Heads and Naughty. This is Pearlie. Sydney, I think I get myself in a little bit of trouble, but I can be all right. What's heating up in the planet? What's hot news out there? Brought to you by KFC. KFC scores big with game day wings. Enjoy dozen KFC finger-licking good saucy wings with your choice of barbecue, classic buffalo, or mango habanero sauce for only $14. Take a time out and head to your nearest KFC to score that amazing deal. Or you know what else you could do? You could WhatsApp at 557-3663, 557-3663 to order and skip the line. You know, that's what I normally do. What's heating up in the planet? CNN is signing famous names to help them out with their ratings that's spiraling down. Gayle King is rumored to host a weekly show while maintaining her duties at CBS. And there's even talk that the great Charles Barkley will have his own show, The Round Mound of Rebound. Home prices are falling in the West Coast of the United States while they're going up on the East Coast. So I guess moving out to LA by the Lakers, the Dodgers are a great place to be. Former Backstreet Boys member A.J. McLean has separated from his wife, Rochelle Deanna, after 12 years of marriage. Both insist this isn't a step towards a divorce. After his recent accident, Dick Van Dyke is said to have had his keys taken away by Dick Van Dyke? By his wife take his keys. Dick Van Dyke, but 150 years old. He should not be driving. While Chevrolet announces that 2024 will be the last year for the Camaro, that also says it is not gone forever. But when it returns, it's going to have a whole new look. They changed the Camaro. My sister loves, she wanted like a cherry red Camaro. One day I promised them, hopefully. Kelly Clarkson has announced that the album she has been working on for the past 3 years will come out this summer. Plus, she'll be doing a 10-show residency in Las Vegas this year. They're doing a trial on the new blood test in the UK that allegedly predicts cancer tumors a year before they form. How do you do that? I wonder if they can help me get a number. Let's talk. There's talk out there of Disney laying off upwards to 7,000 employees next month. Ooh, boy. I thought since the pandemic, things are rising, sales are rising. Disney, okay. Kaya Stewart was among those who auditioned for America's Idol this season, and she performed in front of the judges. She had someone playing the guitar for her father, Dave Stewart, of the Eurythmics. That's an old group. A TV reporter covering the Nashville school shooting revealed during the live coverage that she was also a school shooting survivor going back to her middle school days. Oh, that must have been dramatic. Mariah Carey celebrated her 54th birthday Monday by jumping into the ocean while wearing a pink suit. A family in Virginia is reporting that their Great Dane, Nemai, gave birth to 21 puppies over 27 hours period. They just kept coming after 2. They were lost. Oh, they only lost 2, sorry. A family in France asked a local auction house to give them an estimate on the value of their home. While the appraiser worked his way through the house, he came to the television room, and behind the door he saw a huge painting. For the years, the family thought it was a replica. Nope, the real thing, a painting by Flemish 17th century painter Pieter Bruegel the Younger, which expected to give upwards to $865,000. Wow. Pepsi unveiled, at an auction, of course. Pepsi unveiled a new logo and branding that will roll out in North America this fall and globally next year. I hope that don't mess up things. I remember when their competition changed their flavor back in 81, 82, and sales just like wiped out. Not plummet, wiped out. And they had to come back. That's why you see the sign say Coke Classic. So I hope this new branding doesn't hurt you, Pepsi, but I hope it helps because there's talk amongst the U.S. military that they need to add a 7th branch that will focus entirely on the country's cybersecurity. A new study says that Jacksonville, Florida is where you would find the worst drivers in the country. No, right here in Nassau. Right here in that country. Okay, in the world, Nassau. There's more and more talk in states about the minimum wage, $20. 40 hours a week, $20 an hour. Ooh, boy. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So that's what's heating up around. That's what's heating around the world. That's what's going on around the world. Other than, I guess, nothing that much going on, like the big row, but everything else like that. So that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I need some coffee. everybody knows, who knows, Earl knows I'm a coffee man. And I'm going to take a little coffee break right now. It's brought by Dunkin' Donuts. It's my hangout. Hazelnut meets mochas. With the new Dunkin' Hazelnut Mocha Signature Latte. Savor the delicious coffee combination of smooth, rich espresso with silky chocolate and toasted hazelnut flavors, all topped with whipped cream, mocha drizzled, and chocolate powder. That sounds good. Did I say that really good for people who really want to go run to Dunkin' and get there? Because that make me want to go and get it. That's interesting. I was supposed to do Cuban Willie, but I can't do Cuban Willie. I could barely do Earl, so you want me to do Cuban Willie. So going back to the lady who called and talked about Belinda, and it kind of hit me a little bit to be a little concerned that people would think that I was trying to go at her. No, I was not. And I want to make sure you know that, right? I love her dearly. I feel like getting her out too, so I love her dearly. I was talking about the issue, and it's the view that I have on it. Only me, only what I feel, only how I feel about it. Like I said, I don't care what you do. When you go inside and you close your door, that's on you. That's you. That's what you want. That's how you feel. I know what I like. I know what I like to do from what I don't like to do. I like to be. I'm a heterosexual. I like women. That's my view. I dress like a man. I dress rough. I don't dress up. I don't judge. But I just think if you're a lady and you want to be with other women, then why do you have to dress like a boy? And if you're a man and you want to be with other men, why do you have to dress like a girl? I don't want to be fooled if I meet someone out there. I want to know what you are from day one. I want to be sure I talking what I want. Other people have their choices. That's fine. You go ahead and do that. That don't bother me whatsoever. I have no problem with that at all. All right, let's see what this next text is saying. I think I can get her out. Say, Pearly, try do the American Cuban Bahamian version of Cuban Willie. No, I can't do. I know I can't do the American Cuban version of Cuban Willie. I think Naughty would be very upset with me if I tried to do that. But he gives you a number, right? I think he tells you what you can do when you go to Island Games. And I'm not I like to do parlays and I like to try win with sports. So I don't do that too much. But what I kind of do is I'll give you something, all right? I've been doing this 8-8-8-8. And every time I go 8-8-8-8, it don't come. And when I stopped buying 8-8-8-8, it came. And last week is the prime example of it. So me and my girl was fussing me out. I didn't go. And it's just 50 cents down, $1 down. I think I get 8-8-8. So Cuban Willie, the Cuban Pearly or the Cuban Willie, American Bahamian Cuban version says go with 8-8-8. Brought to you by Island Games. Get your parlay in, get your bets in. It's easy at Island Games. I didn't win $100,000. I was really upset I didn't win the NCAA tournament $100,000. I lost from day one. I don't think anybody's perfect anymore. I think people that's going to see who can win it. Everybody that was predicted, all the number ones are gone. You got Florida Atlantic University, and so I didn't get it, but I'll keep trying. Baseball season starts on Thursday. I'll be trying the Island game. So 8-8-8-8 and 651. They're the numbers from Cuban Willie for this day. Do we have a time for you to take another break before we go, or that's it for the breaks? Okay, let's take a break and we'll be right back after this message.
Experience a flavor explosion with the new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich from Dunkin'. Loaded with juicy chicken, marinara sauce, a generous drizzle of pesto sauce, all topped off with melted cheese and served on a warm, flaky croissant. Made to order all day long, the Dunkin' Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich combo includes a bag of baked lays and a freshly brewed iced tea. Enjoy a taste of Italy in every bite. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. Whatever the occasion, John's is confident you will find what you're looking for among our always growing collection of amazing and trendy styles. We cover women, men, children, the whole family. Together with John's great prices and helpful and friendly customer service, your experience in shopping with us will be time well spent. Too busy to come in store? Shop with us online. www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on in today at John's, where we put fashion at your feet.
Every Thursday until April 6th between 5 and 6 p.m. is Come Gold With Us Thursdays. Follow us and like our Facebook page, 50th Carifta 2023. Then keep a lookout for our team and get a chance to win a golden ticket and many, many more giveaways for the 50th Carifta Games 2023. For more details, email info@carifta50.com or call 808-GOLD.
Tired of paying too many bills and loan payments each month?
Shrink your monthly debt payments down to one easy payment with our debt consolidation loan.
It also has a built-in savings that pays you 5% interest.
Inquire about our debt consolidation loans today.
Call 356-7764.
When faced with an illness like cancer, we band together, and we at Cleveland Clinic in Florida have your back. From advanced cancer treatments to extra safety measures at all of our locations, we're with you on this journey. For every infusion and follow-up, for every step of the way, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic in Florida. Get the care you need when and where you need it. To learn more or connect with a local representative, visit clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
The ultimate sandwich experience starts with a bite of the KFC Barbecue Glazed Zinger and a flavor explosion of crispy, juicy, 100% premium white meat spicy filet, KFC barbecue sauce, lettuce, cheese, and smoky bacon on a toasted brioche bun. The perfect balance of heat and sweet. You won't be able to resist the KFC Barbecue Glazed Zinger. Made by the fried chicken sandwich experts, the KFC Barbecue Glazed Zinger is available for a limited time. Try one today. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
And we're back for the final segment for the 4 o'clock hour with Talking Heads and Naughty. And when we come back at 5 o'clock, we'll be talking sports. And we'll be talking about the high school flag football tournament. And you know my big red machine, and that's what we talk about at the top of the hour. So as we wrap up, I want to talk a little bit about an event that's coming up that we're celebrating as of now, and that's our 50th anniversary of independence. And I live in the Chippingham area, so one of my neighbors is saying they were grading Marcus Battle Way and preparing, and they're doing a lot to beautify and get ready for it, and you know because some people can criticize it, and I probably be one of them who criticize it because of another hat I wear. However, it's a celebration for all Bahamians. It's our 50th anniversary of the growth of a country, and I experienced the independence celebration in July 1973 as a little boy. And I can still remember that Interview Road was a parking lot. The whole of Interview Road was a parking lot. People used it as a parking lot. They came, parked, and went and walked up on the hill to experience that. I remember seeing A.D. Hanna and the excitement in him and my father and my mother. I think my mother had like 10 or 12 dresses made for the different events that they went to. But it was a sense of pride for people. And regardless of what your political persuasion is, regardless of who you support, and I hope those who are planning this event will understand that and know that it's not the BLP's independence, it's the Bahamas' independence, and it's independence for PLPs and for FNMs and excuse me, and for CEO, COI, and for all Bahamians, because we are all one people. We are all Bahamians, and at the end of the day, it ain't about what color shirt we wear. It's about where we live and where we are as a people, and we have to celebrate and and be happy. And I was there to see when it was the then Prince Charles, now to see King Charles, and to see him come back to celebrate with us and the different events and the celebrations we're going to be having in celebrating our 50th anniversary. And I just want to tell people to make sure let's embrace that. Let's celebrate that as a people, and let's make this a Bahamian thing and not a political thing. Let's include everybody in this. And I know Member Parliament Leslie Miller Bryce will do a good job. She's excellent at planning things and making things happen. And I know she's going to pull off a very, very good event. And I just hope that the planning committee involves all walks of life of Bahamians, and that we get to see Bahamians in one. And for one, we forget about what color shirt we wear. And for that one celebration, we just celebrate Bahamians and wear our shirts, the colors of the Bahama shirts, and not the red or the yellow or the green or the blue or whatever color shirts. Just wear our color shirts and let's celebrate our country. I don't sound like I'm preaching, but it's to me because I celebrated it. And we always say our generation, and I say my generation has seen so many changes in the world, from the rotary phone to the touch-tone phone, from putting the antenna and going outside and say turn the antenna this way and turn it that way, to satellite dish, to internet TV and all that, to not even and going outside with these big old dishes in the backyard trying to get it right, and moving it to watch certain things you're supposed to watch when mommy and daddy go to sleep, and watching other things, and staying up late to watch the Lakers game and hoping you get it. And then it gone down to when you lose the code and you hope you get that code come to you in the fax machine, and you go home and you punt the code in. We seeing the changes in life. I seen when Bay Street went one way, not going this another way. I seen when Shirley Street was two-way traffic, and then past the Shirley Street was one-way traffic. Now it's all one way. Bay Street was two-way traffic too. Seeing when it was just Paradise, Hog Island became Paradise Island, and Atlantis come there. And I watched Cable Beach change from the Nassau Beach Hotel, the Sonesta Beach Hotel, Emerald Beach Hotel, to where we have Bahama. Seeing the Cable Beach was 1-2 lane traffic, now it's dual carriageway. My generation has seen the growth of our country. We've seen the development of our country. So to celebrate independence and to feel that, as a Bahamian, that's what I want. I don't want to see us. I don't want this to be a political event. I want it to be a Bahamian event. I want it to be an event that we will enjoy. Now I got a couple of texts quickly. Pearly question for your country 50th anniversary. Which Bahamian artist should headline the event? I bet you a chicken patty, someone else will say Marshall Montana. KB, that's my view. KB, that's right now. He's the godfather of Bahamian music. Not disrespecting anybody else. We got a caller. Before we go, let's call you on the line.
Hey, what's happening, Burley?
I mean, I know I can let you know, but everything else cool for now.
Good. We're naughty.
I can't tell you who he is. If I tell you, then I have to, do some things to you.
Oh, okay.
No, Naughty does no. Naughty is actually taking his son to play some baseball, and he had a couple other things he had to get done.
Oh, okay. Listen, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. And when we got the roads changed, it was cause to celebrate our independence. When we got to this, it was cause to celebrate. When we got to the Defense Force, it was cause to celebrate, right?
Yeah.
But now 50 years collectively, right? And policemen are being shot in the face.
Yes.
Right in front of us.
Yes.
When we know which language to speak or who to hail or whatever to do.
Yes.
Shanty towns can't get a breakdown.
Yes.
Crime is out of control.
Yes.
So 40,000 people out of work.
Yes.
Everybody else doing well, foreigners doing well in this country except Bahamians. I would like for you to itemize to date. Now, not all them things that you talk about. We celebrate a lot of stuff. Today, what are we going to celebrate when we have the party and we put aside our colors and put on our independent independent colors, and the fellas can come up in the party and shoot with the party like at that time when they had the party for the baby and the guys come and shoot with the party. What we going to celebrate, really?
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You know, I hear you loud and clear. But and I'm not defending anybody. But I say this: we 50 years old. We ain't get it right yet. The Americans 350 years old and they still ain't get it right yet. The Europeans 1,000 years old and they still ain't get it. We still got a long way to go. We still got a lot of changes to make. But it doesn't mean that we don't celebrate that we can make it to 50. Because guess what? We had no civil war. We haven't been invaded. Yes, we may have what we may describe as a civil war in terms of crime.
Back up. We're being invaded right now.
Okay, I understand what you said. And when I said that, I said, oh, Lord, I get you. You see me try to deflect from that so fast? but in a different way. But we haven't been invaded by a army other than when we had the incident in 1980 with the Flamingo. But so be grateful to get this. Yeah, we got so many things to fix. We got so many things to fix.
I equate celebration with joyous occasions, with turning a year older or turning 50. I equate that with opening the presents under the tree. You can't wait to get it for Christmas to go, that's your present over there. I don't equate that with waking up and ain't nothing there.
Understood.
Ain't nothing there.
Understood.
But I can listen to what you say.
But as far I say, long as you got breath, you got hope.
Yeah.
And I understand me now. This country gets so far to go. We got so far to go. But I'm grateful we get this far in the state we're in.
We're in a bad state.
We are in a bad state, but we could be so far worse. We could be so far worse. I look at our friends. And I let you go. And as I keep talking, I see our friends in the South. I see different friends in different countries, and I got a lot of friends in Haiti, and what they're going through in that country, we ain't there. We ain't getting that. So I'm grateful that we are able to make it to 50 years. I'm grateful that we are, and like I said, we got a far way to go, and it ain't right yet, but we working hard and we can get it right. This is a great first hour here on Talking Heads and Naughty. I want to say thank you to all the sponsors of the show: KFC, Fine Threads, Dunkin' Donuts, John's Shoe Store, and Island Games. Thanks for being a sponsor. Thanks for being listening. Thanks for the callers. Thanks for the texts. Thanks for the encouragement. When we come back after the news, we'll be talking sports. We'll be talking high school flag football, and Peter will be here with me. This is Pearly saying so long for the first hour, and see you in a little bit.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Easter is right around the corner, and the Nassau Guardian is partnering with the Easter Bunny to give something special to you. Would you like to give your child an Easter basket filled to the brim with chocolate bunnies, surprise eggs, gift certificates, and more? Then you should enter your child into the Nassau Guardian's Easter Coloring Contest. There are 3 different categories: 5 to 6, 7 to 9, and 10 to 13. Deadline for entry is Monday, April 3rd at 4 p.m. Purchase your copy of the Nassau Guardian to get your Easter Coloring Contest sign-up form and let your children color away and win one of 3 baskets filled to the brim with Easter goodies from the Nassau Guardian. The Nassau Guardian's Easter Coloring Contest. For more information, call 302-2370.
Well done, Easter Bunnies. Good job.
And we're back, Talking Heads with Naughty Hair. This is Pearly, and we're talking sports. Welcome back. It's good to be back to talk some sports. It's been some great things happening since I last been on with sports. The NCAA finals, yes, my brackets were ruined. Going on, we got some great teams in it. We got some good stuff happening at the high school nationals the other day. I think the Big Red Machine. We can talk about that too much. We can brag about that too much. But I understand that we'll talk about the headlines, but let's talk about sports today. I'm excited. I think Peter's going to be on the line soon. We're going to talk high school flag football. We're going to talk. We're going to have a good time talking sports today. We're going to have a super, super good time, and I'm so happy to have you here with us. But let's get right into it. Let's get right into what's going on. Let's talk about today in sports history. What great sporting events, achievements, or sports records occurred on this day? Brought to you sponsored by Naughty Johnny's. Good food in Naughty Johnny's. They have happy hour from 5 to 7, Wednesday to Friday. Stop by Naughty Johnny's and check them out. Today in sports history, in 1929, the first NHL Stanley Cup final between 2 U.S.-based teams took place. The Boston Bruins beat the New York Rangers to get their first Stanley Cup. And Boston may do that again this year. In 1970, Tony Esposito, Chicago Blackhawks, recorded his 15th shutout. It was the NHL record for rookie goalies and the most shutouts in the modern era. He was a great goalie. In 1973, Bobby Clark, the Philadelphia Flyers, another hockey guy, became the first NHL player in a post-67 expansion team to score 100 points in the season. They got a kid by the name of Mike David right now. That's just every time he touched the puck like he's scoring. In 1987, the Hulk Hogan took 11 minutes, 43 seconds to pin Andre the Giant in front of 93,136,000 fans at WrestleMania 3. Fans in the Silver Dome in the Pontiac, Michigan. But people like wrestling. In 1998, Tennessee won the Women's College Basketball Championship over Louisiana. Tennessee had set an NCAA record with a regular season record of 39-0. In 1999, the great one, Wayne Gretzky, New York Rangers, scored his 1,072nd professional goal. That's WHA and NHL combined, passing Gordie Howe, who had scored 1,071. In 2004, Steve Moore, Colorado Avalanche, spoke to the media for the first time since Todd Bertizzi, Vancouver Canucks, sucker punched him during a game in March 9th. In 2004, the NHL approved the sale of the Atlanta Thrashers from Time Warner. In 2013, Jaromir Jagr, Dallas Stars, great, fastest lightning, scored his 1,000 assists in a game against the Minnesota Wild. He was the 12th NHL player to reach 1,000 points and the first non-Canadian NHL player to reach the mark. Minnesota Wild. When I went to college, it was the Minnesota North Stars, who are now known as the Dallas Stars, because they moved to Dallas and Minnesota's upset. Sports quote, I don't think you could say we were lucky to win, but I think we were kind of fortunate not to lose. Rodney Harding, Oklahoma State, after a narrow victory over San Diego State. And that's what's going on in today in history and sports. Brought to you by Naughty Johnny. Check out their happy hours Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. They should put Monday too, you know. But Wednesdays and Fridays, 5 to 7 p.m. Mr. Producer, is Peter there? Not yet, Peter, where you at? And the flag football guys haven't called yet. So we get them on pretty soon. But that's what's been happening. And Gretzky played with the Edmonton Oilers, the LA Kings, and then closed out with the Rangers. Great stuff, great, and a lot of history. NHL is now getting close to the playoffs now, and the Boston Bruins had a really, and did I say really? Good team, a really good team. So we expect some good stuff from them. Let's check out what's going on in the home court. What's going on in the NASA is brought to you by BK, Burger King. Let's see what's going on. The B3A's names a full 80-member team. When I look at this headline, I think they really think it's a surprise. Why would we not name a full 80-member teim and be hosting the Careful? We got to have somebody in every race, in everything, in every event. We got to have somebody. So I'm happy to hear that. I'm excited about that. I know a lot of Sox athletes are on the team. A lot of QC, a lot of other athletes are on the team. So I'm happy to see that. And the Bahamas avoids regulation with Joseph Equalizer. The Bahamas, senior men's national soccer team was down 1-0 in the second half with a road against St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Monday and found the willpower to pull off an equalizer. They needed a savior with less than 30 minutes left in the game. A goal came from none other than team captain Marcel Joseph in the 70th minute, and the game ended up in a 1-1 draw in Kingston, St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Monday. The time means that the Bahamas finished third in League B group action in the Confederation North Central American and Caribbean Association, that's CONCACAF, the Nations League. So we finished with 4 points, a 1-4-1 win-loss draw record. So we don't get regulated. We don't get regulated to the League C. So we stay in the league we're in. So that's great. Marcel came through. The soccer team came through, and I see great things happening. And Strawn opens with a strong season. I think she won the 100 meters the other night. Anthony Strawn doing very well. I hope she stays healthy. I hope she has a great season. We're excited for her to have a great season. And Anthony, please, baby, stay healthy and do well. Think we got Peter there now?
Hey, Earl, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, my brother, what's happening?
A lot.
Okay. Hold on, Peter. Is this a caller we got to, Mr. Producer?
Hello.
Let's listen to the caller and we get back to you, Peter. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, plus good evening, everybody. Hey, Peter, everybody.
Sparky, what you say? Sparky, you wait till the sports time come on to call me. And I look, and every time I see the phone buzz, I hoping you call me between 4 and 5.
I got things to do. Right now I'm going through some medical problems.
Okay. All right.
But I try to recover. But what I'm saying is, you and Peter, I just don't want to hear you all bucking about today because you're talking all kind of international things. And I ain't into y'all with y'all bucket mouth. What I tried to call in to say is congratulations to the Bahamian athletes with the Carista team.
That's what I just talked about.
Hold on. I say, you gonna cut me or you gonna let me talk?
I can let you talk.
Yeah, but you tell the producer to put the button on me.
Don't push the button on him yet, Mr. Producer. But if I tell you push the button, but not yet.
Nothing else other than Bahamian right now.
Listen to me, Sparky. Listen to me.
All I want to hear is I could rip the team. And congratulations, I could rip the team. And congratulate all them young people that did their best to get on the team. And let's get ready to put this thing on Jamaica, what they've been waiting on. Hello?
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. I let you talk.
Look at all you Bahamians out there. We got something we can put on Jamaica this time. I believe.
Sparky, I can push the button on you now, Sparky, because you can go on something.
See, our problem is we don't even have 500,000 people here. Jamaica got 3 million people in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Haiti got 11.5 million people there. Cuba got 13 million people there. All the people got millions today. Trinidad, they got millions. We don't even have 500,000.
And we
going up against these powerhouses.
Because we're a small powerhouse. We're a small powerhouse.
Look here. All the KB and all the Junkanoo groups and everybody, y'all better get ready. Because we got something we got to put on the Jamaican people. I don't even want y'all to play no reggae music in this Bahamas for the next 5 months.
Sparky, I have no say on what music play. But
we got some. Let's put this on Jamaica.
They can step in the next. Wait for a second. I just want to take a call for it.
Okay, Sparky. Thanks for calling, Sparky. I appreciate that. Peter, what's happening? Peter?
Oh, we got.
But I want to say before we go to say this, Sparky, we're going to talk mucho Bahamian sports. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk some high school flag football in a minute. And yes, we can talk NFL, we can talk baseball, we can talk basketball, because the Bahamas is a diversified country, a country that we don't live in just one little box. We live all the way out there. Somebody got to be careful. We're not in a box. We're out there. So we're going to talk about everything. Peter, what's happening, Peter? What's happening?
Well, today as guests, we have the Bahamas Flag Football League team Red Dot, who's undefeated.
Okay.
And we have them with on our show today. They're an amazing football team. I saw them Sunday gone, and they look like they're ready to go to the playoffs today. Look, they're ready for the championship game today. They got everything tuned up. They got everything tightened up, and they're ready to go right now. Offense was fantastic. Defense was on fire. And right now, if I was a betting man, I'd put my money on them. We got head coach Eddie Campbell. And we got the quarterback, who is affectionately known as Honky. And he's right now probably the best quarterback in the league, from what I can see. The eye test says he's the best quarterback in the league right now. We're happy to have them on the show with us today.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. But with an introduction like that, you better really come good now.
We better.
Blessed day, everybody. My name is Eddie Campbell, coach of Oasis Bahamas Team Red Dot. Me on this mission for this championship this year.
I believe I know this Eddie Campbell. We can go like that.
That's me. This is the same one. Yes, it is.
So you guys are undefeated. Tell us about the team. Is this the team of a bunch of veteran players? Is it a team of mixed players, or is there a bunch of young guys just coming and kicking butt?
No, it's a mixed team. Most of our team have dominantly been around for, I would say, at least 5 years or so. But every year we pick up a few new rookies, able to teach the game to some young guys. Hopefully get them wet in the game of football, and hopefully provide some opportunity elsewhere, just a foundation for them. But outside of that, we're a team that's been together for a couple of years. We're primed and ready to go, man. We have championship or bust on our mind, and that's where we are.
Okay.
You also have a fantastic quarterback. You also have your backup quarterback as a playmaker too, and I got a chance to see him at Sand Wars. How is Kodak doing?
Aaron AP, affectionately known as AP. Aaron Pointier is a very, very amazing football player. Yes, he's a guy that can play any position on the field. He played a lot of high school and Pee Wee League football in the United States before coming back home. Very talented guy. We also have Brandon Honkovsky, who is our quarterback. Very talented guy. Most times you don't get a bright-skinned quarterback in the Bahamas playing football, but we got one. A real native Bahamian white boy here, killing guys here on the football field. And we also today have our starting cornerback, to me, the best cornerback in football.
The Jalen Ramsey of the league?
Definitely. His name
He's
is Barry Stewart.
He's prime time in the league guy. You see the way he intercepts the ball. They don't even throw his way.
Yeah, the thing about him is we always give him the biggest task between him or Aaron, AP. They both share the time on the best receiver that they play. Most times we put Barry in that position, but, he handles it very well. And, I dare teams to throw the ball on us.
Okay. So your quarterback, you said Peterson is affectionately known as Honky. You really a Honky?
Well, yeah. I mean, his last name is Honkowski. He's right here. Brandon, go ahead.
What's happening, guys? That's what they call me, man. They call me Honky. My last name is Hunkowski. So right. When you got a last name Hunkowski, it's a little easier for people to remember.
Where's that origin from?
A little European, a little Polish, something like that.
Okay.
But he is a white boy, blonde hair, blue eyes, white boy too. So, nobody likes a blonde hair, blue eyes, white boy beating up on them,
And he's got a rock.
We just having fun. We having fun, man. We having fun.
I noticed that you bring your family to the game and had a chance to meet, to see your children. And I think that was your wife, and you live a very, 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 very nice family.
Yeah. We're a team, like Eddie said. I think I've been at it for almost 10 years. Eddie's been, with us probably, 6 or 7 now. So we're a team that's trying to finally get it done. That's what we're looking at right here, getting it done.
Is it that this year, because I saw y'all a few years before, it seems, just from an outsider looking in, you seem to be more, and this is a cliche, but it does seem that you're more gel this year than you were in seasons past. Is that an accurate observation?
I feel we got a tight-knit group this year. I feel good. I feel just like that. I feel like we got some momentum, winning Sand Wars, coming into the season, trying to just continue what's going on here.
And you're coming off an injury from last year. I saw you at Sand Wars. You were on crutches. So I was a bit concerned, how are you going to come into the season? You're going to start slow. And I think you did play in the preseason. You had the first half of the preseason looked like, you were a little rusty, but when you came out of the half, you've been on fire ever since. You were better than you were last year.
A lot healthier. I broke my finger last year. I had a bad little PCL injury. A lot of little different things were going on. So it just didn't work out. AP did a great job last year filling in.
But I think you also played through a lot of injuries too, right? Then finally at the end, you just couldn't do it anymore because it was just too much to overcome, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to play in the playoff game. No, I didn't get to play in any of those meaningful games there.
So this year, you've got the Predators who got a win in overtime and you've got, of course, the Lions. From what I could see, you're the best team in the league. Do you feel that you are the team to beat right now?
We've been the best team for a couple of years.
I agree.
So you're predicting a championship?
That's what we're going with. We predicting that we're going to win every game we go into. That's how we feel this year. That's what we're going with.
Okay.
Yeah, and we feel that years past, we definitely had the talent, we definitely had the coaching needed, but sometimes you fall short for whatever reason. And this year we're very much more focused. Some
great additions too, Eddie.
So this year we added more to our coaching staff. Tito Bethel, Shavar Roll, also Brandon Wilson was another gentleman that played some college football, and also Jamal Baker, who has been our assistant coach from last year. So Tito handles the defense. We have Barry Stewart here on the call. He's one of our defensive captains. Again, the guy who I tell you guys is the best corner to me in the league.
So hold on, let me get this straight. You get the best quarterback. You get the best cornerback.
The best coach.
The best coaching staff. That's right, the best coaching staff.
Exactly.
And they haven't even brought up their wide receiver. I can't remember his name, but the boy's got some hands and he runs a pretty good
route. Which one? We're full of weapons this year, man. So I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for teams. We're not a team that you can focus on one individual receiver. We have weapons. Every 5 receiver / running back that's on the field is very capable of destroying any defense we play, as well as the guys that are coming off the bench. So I think this year we're very deep. Our motto for this year is attendance, effort, and attitude. That's the 3 words that we live by. this year. And, thanks to Oasis Bahamas, our sponsor this year. This is our first year having a full title sponsor. And, we appreciate all they've done for us this year. Brand new uniforms, providing us with everything we need to succeed. And,
big shout out to Oasis. Big shout out to Oasis.
So when's your next game?
Sunday.
And who are you playing Sunday?
Sunday we're playing the Hornets. The Hornets are a new team comprised of a lot of veterans and rookies. So they're guys that were on prior teams, and they decided to form their own team this year. Very talented team also. I think it's going to be a good match on Sunday.
What is their record?
I think they are 2-1.
1-2.
Oh, I think they're 1-1, eh? 1-1. They won one, lost one.
1-2. They played 3.
I think they're 1-2, but one of their, because they beat the Lions in week 2, right?
No.
They didn't beat the Lions. No. Who did they beat in week 2? No, they beat the
Avengers. The Lions beat them in week 1. They beat the Avengers
in week 2.
And then they just lost to the Predators in overtime in week 3, and that was a tough game, man. I mean,
really good game. Really good game.
Good one either way.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to a good competitive game on Sunday. Just look forward to doing what we do, staying within our game plan, and just focus on executing offensively, defensively, special teams especially.
But let me ask you one more question. Are any of you guys involved with the high school tournament?
We're not involved. My son played in the youth league. I guess it's much more to deal with time management at this time. I think because we are getting prepared for our season the same time as the high school development practices are happening. So it's kind of tough for us to help out there, but we would love to initiate any type of contact. I'm a Big Red Machine representative, and I would love to be on the sidelines with them and help them out. But, this year, we trust that their coaches are going to have them prime and ready to go.
No wonder y'all undefeated. Peter, if you had said that from the day one, we would have been able to say he's undefeated because he's a soccer, but that's all right.
No, everybody in the soccer.
We try to keep it strictly on football.
No, we're a diverse group. I'm a soccer, but we're a very diverse group.
I know. I never hesitate to drop that in. It's just it kind of pisses Peter off,
right?
But we want to thank you guys. We want to thank you, Peter. Go ahead.
I have one last question before y'all go. It's in my experience. I've been on a few really good football teams. Eddie and I, you and I, are the Jets team was back in 2012. And when you're on top of your game early on in the league, early on in the season, it becomes challenging to keep your focus because you're just flying so high. Are y'all doing things to remain focused on the prize? That having a great regular season isn't what it's about. That it's all about a champion. Is that a focus that you reinforce in the team meetings and the practices?
Yeah, well, what we try to do is we try to take it week to week. Okay, we prepare for each team weekly. We come out and play on Sunday. We celebrate that victory Sunday, Monday, but Tuesday, forget about it. We're on to the next. And I try to beat that into my guys' head every Tuesday practice. That when we are out going over what happened in the game, the mistakes we made, and try to fix those things and move forward. So we try to turn the page every Tuesday. So the victory is sweet. We enjoy it Sunday. We enjoy it Monday. But Tuesday is 0-0. And that's how we try to remain and keep everybody focused on one game at a time, not looking forward. We just take it step by step.
No, in other words, no Cadillacing. Got it.
No, we're not looking anywhere. We just take one game as it comes.
That's how it should be. One game is in. Once you finish that game, you don't, because you got an opponent the next week. So wondering about what happened last week, not going to help you prepare for the opponent coming this week.
No, but we must still celebrate the victory, right?
Of course. You celebrate, you move on.
Enjoy the moment and enjoy it. But on Tuesday, we turn the page.
Exactly. Well, guys, I want to thank you for coming. Thank you for. You got one more thing, Peter?
In the words of Bill Belichick, we're moving on to whoever we play next week, right? That's what he always said. We're moving on to Miami or moving on to the Browns. So, Eddie, great attitude. I love the energy that your team brings to the field every Sunday. The win after the win Sunday, you guys the energy was just, it lit the whole Vinton field. The energy from Team Red Dot, it's infectious. The people who weren't even fans of Team Red Dot return, they got excited. So just having you guys in the field just raises the the enjoyment level for everyone who's there. So thank all of you for your great play so far this year. I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Great atmosphere for people to come out with their families. As you could see from us, we try to encourage, our significant others, our kids, any family members to come out because we try to build our fan base every week. But we try to encourage our fan base from within as well as try to gain some new fans. So I think even if you're not a fan of Team Red Dot, come out and check the game out. It's going to be a good time out there. We're back at the rugby fields because I think all this Carifta stuff's happening. So we moved back to where we were originally playing for a couple of weeks. But yeah, the environment is beautiful. It's nothing like playing some good football on a Sunday day. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate all that the BFFL does and having the opportunity to continue to play football. Now that there's no more contact football right now, flag football is what it is. And, we appreciate being able to have that sport to go there and have something constructive and positive for these young men to keep doing.
Wonderful. And I haven't got me a men's team yet. My women's team is the Avengers. That's my team in the women's league. I haven't gotten a men's team yet. So hopefully I'll come out and check it out and maybe, Eddie.
Well, we in red, bro.
But I know Eddie.
Red. So I know you go with that big red machine, but we in red.
Okay.
You fit right in.
I fit right on it. I want to thank you guys for joining. Happy to have you. Thanks for coming in. We're going to take our first break right now. But just before we take our break, I got this text to say, "Hi, Pearly. Great job again. My husband loves wrestling. Was watching it for many years. Don't miss a Monday or Friday night. Can't get him to go out on those nights. Keep the good work up." Thank you very much, Carly. We take this first break, and when we get back, we got a lot more sports to talk about.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Vaccines protect those we love the most, our children and our grandchildren. I vaccinated my children to protect them. Getting your child immunized can protect them against diseases like polio, measles, whooping cough, and others. So protect your child today by getting them immunized. My grandchildren are vaccinated. You should do the same. Vaccinate your children and your grandchildren and make sure they are safe.
Take advantage of the National Vaccination Catch-Up Campaign, March 25th to April 6th. Visit your nearest clinic weekdays between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. On Saturday, March 25th, visit us at the Red Cross, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on Saturday, April 1st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., we'll be at the mall at Marathon. COVID-19 vaccines are also available at all locations. This message is brought to you by PAHO WHO, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and USAID.
Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you want to look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, want to step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place, is your place, is your place.
Original or hot and spicy?
Feeling original? Think twice. Here's some precise advice. Always add the spice.
Hey, that's great. Take your time, brother. I don't want you to run too far out with your spicy self.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, mouth hard, but you still ain't got the right flavor.
Listen, just like the Colonel, I'm an original. You? There's a spicy come lately.
You think so? Original. You could never.
There's no winning flavor. They're all finger-licking good. Only at KFC Nassau.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates via their Facebook page. Advertising opportunities now include classified ads too. Keep up with all the latest Grand Bahama news in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
Get cash back from the Water and Sewage Corporation. Receive $10 off your bill when you complete our online survey. We want to hear from you. Help us serve you better. Visit www.wsc.com.bs to complete our survey and receive $10 off your next bill.
Cashback offer applies to the first 100 customers.
It's fast, easy, and rewarding.
The Water and Sewage Corporation. Committed to growth, committed to quality.
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity. It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it. My sales increased, and I can track my earnings. Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today. Call 356-7764.
And we're back, Talking Heads.
Quite a bit.
We're back. And we're going to go straight to the phone lines. Caller, you're on the line of Talking Heads. This is Pearlie. How can I help you?
Yes, Pearlie. Listen here. I want to give kudos to that young man, Chris, who won the 5,000.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
What school is he from?
I think it's C.R. Walk. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I'll tell you who his coach is. You heard about the Roadmasters running group, right?
Yes.
Well, guy named Musa. I think he's a soccer coach, but he runs. He could run. And he's been training, and I mean, he has improved drastically.
Excellent.
Guess what's going to happen? During this competition, he's going to lower his time because in the trials, when he took, there was nobody to run him to push him even more.
He was way out, so he had nobody to push him, yeah.
Nobody to push him. So either the B3As have to get a hold of Musa, and then I heard O'Neal Williams is back in town.
Okay.
Get a hold of him too.
Okay.
Because we need some distant runners. It ain't like years ago when you had Knucklehead and
Anthony Williams and all those, yeah.
Doing the distant running and
Yeah.
everything. So that's what they need to do. And then like the other day when I called, nutrition.
Yes.
If our athletes don't be properly putting the right nutrition in the body, they wouldn't be able to perform, to the max. Yes, they could go, they got the talent, but you want to get a little step further.
Yeah.
And so that's what it needs.
And that's not a cheap process, because and that's one of the things where I support heavily the subvention for our athletes, because the nutritional stuff, the supplements and all that stuff that they need to take, it's not cheap to do that. So so I have my hats off to these athletes that go through this, and we need to support them even more.
Yeah, another thing too. See, like I said, when you take in supplements are important because the food today it is not like yesterday. The nutritional value is not really in the food, so you need to get good organic nutritional products because the ground is being such depleted, all the minerals, and they keep planting right back because of mass reduction in the same soil over and over. And so there's nutritional value in the food that you eat, so you need to get good stuff. And one a day ain't to do it, Centrum ain't to do it. Let me tell you why. You drop a Centrum or a one-a-day tablet in a glass of water. If it doesn't start to dissolve in about 5 to 6 minutes, you can forget it. You can pass it out your system.
I got you.
I can bring something to you by Guardian Radio.
Okay.
You're naughty to look at.
Okay. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow and Friday.
Okay, good.
Okay. Thanks for calling. So let's move on to who's in and who's out. Brought to you by Tropical Gyros, home of the original Brahimi, like jerk chicken, cracked lobster, cracked conch, barbecue salmon, grilled veggies. I get hungry just reading this. And our famous jerk chicken salad, Maki Street and Rosetta and the R&D Plaza JFK. Let's check them out. And hail, Chef Culmer, good friend of mine, known him all my life. Great cook, great guy, great cook. Who's in and who's out? I've been seeing some things. And one of the things that excite me that I see who's in and who's out is that Jazz Chisholm has signed with Jordan Brand. He's one of only 5 Major League Baseball players to do it, and the first Bahamian athlete to sign with the Jordan Brand, which is that's great stuff. Jazz is one of the upcoming faces of Major League Baseball. And incidentally, Major League Baseball kicks off game on Thursday, where all teams are playing on Thursday. So that's an exciting. Congratulations to Jazz Chisholm representing the 242. Who's also in or out, Matt Williams, former third baseman, great player for my arch rivals, San Francisco Giants. He's the San Diego Padres third base coach. He's been diagnosed with cancer. Our prayers go out to him and wish him a speedy recovery. It's never good to hear those kind of things. I understand that the Patriots say they're out when it comes to talking about going after Lamar Jackson. The Falcons also said they're out when it comes to that. Lamar Jackson has defended his history. A lot of players are coming out against coming out against the new rule at the NFL, the new schedule the NFL has put out that both teams will play 2 games of Thursday night football. A lot of teams don't like to play that because they play Sunday, then it's a short week, and injury, they say injury is a lot more chance of injuries and all that. So Mahomes went against it. I see J.J. Watt spoke out against it. That's going to be a developing, but there's a lot of new rules coming up, so there's not much you can do but that. So, take it as it is. Move on. I see the Falcons signed Calais Campbell, the 6-time Pro Bowl defensive end. I think he's from Minnesota last year to a 1-year deal. The Falcons doing some Peter, you there?
I'm here. I'm listening to you.
The Falcons are doing some stuff. New England Patriots, like I said, New England said they won't be pursuing Lamar. That was the talk. The Dolphins said they won't be pursuing Lamar. So he's out when it comes to that. The Dolphins said that's why Coach McDaniel said that's why we gave 2 his 5th-year option. So that's who's in and who's out. Brought to you by Tropical Gyros. What you got to say, Peter? What's up?
Well, I thought Calais Campbell played for the Ravens last year.
Yes, the Ravens. Yes. Thank you, the Ravens. Yes. Thank you,
the other purple people eaters.
The purple people. Yeah. The Ravens.
But to have with Lamar Jackson, it's a lot because remember you have to give him 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
And still pay him. So that's tough. People say, well, the first-round pick's not a big deal. Well, it is because you're able to get a very talented player on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
So you give up 2 really good players on rookie contracts to sign one person at a really big contract. That's tough.
It is. It is.
Really tough to do.
But what do you do, Peter? Yeah. He said, I don't want to be here. I don't want to play for you guys. I don't be. What do you do? You accommodate him and trade him and try to get what you get because they're in a bad place right now.
It's a little talking out 2 sides of your mouth because Lamar Jackson, because he has no agent, so it's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And the GM for the Ravens are reported to have had contract talks up until last week, and they're still ongoing.
Okay.
So I don't understand the grandstanding. I requested a trade. Why are you still discussing a contract with the man? Saying, I want out. Why are you discussing a contract? I reject your contract offer. It's just ridiculous. But you're still negotiating. So it just makes you look really bad, when you're out there and you're saying these things and it just really hurts you. And this is, again, why you get an agent, because agents do this day in, day out.
And they see the reality of it, and they can say, hey, listen, man, let's be real, brother. They ain't going to give you what you want. Let's take this. We argue for as long as we want.
Agents, right. But agents also manage the public perception aspect of it, too.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a really big deal because you want an endorsement deal, right? Well, you'll still get it, but maybe you won't get as much because you're kind of tainting your brand here. You are tainting your brand. And I was discussing with my Jets brothers yesterday. And remember now, he can go out there and I want this and I want that. That's fine. But what's working against him is there is a young man in this draft, Anthony Richardson, I believe is his name, University of Florida. He's 6'4", 250 pounds, around a 4.5 40, who can throw the bazillions off the ball. He's the next Josh Allen in terms of physique. And he's going to come in on a rookie deal. Whoever picks him gets him on a rookie deal. So you could get him.
But he's unproven, Peter. He's unproven. He's unproven. He's unproven. You don't know what you don't know what he's going to do.
Excuse me, but everyone's unproven. Lamar Jackson
is proven.
And you have to. It's not saying Lamar Jackson. Understand the point. He's proven, yes. However, you're going to get this kid who is he might be great. Lamar Jackson was unproven coming out of fact. No one was going to take him in the first round, and the Ravens took him in the back of the first round, so he was unproven too. You look at this guy and said, "Hey, we could take a chance on you, save all that salary cap space, pay to get some pieces around you, and we'll see where it goes." Instead of dumping $50 million a year guaranteed to Lamar Jackson, he's going to miss 5 games. And it was Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, who said, "Listen, with Lamar Jackson, we also have to consider is we're giving you all this money, and you've missed 5 to 6 games every season, the last 2 seasons. So that's a big part of our decision making because we're giving you all this money. If you miss games, we don't have anybody else that we can play because we're giving you all the money." As much as people may want to knock Mahomes, say he's overrated, get paid too much, Mahomes plays.
Yeah, all right, Peter. We got to call up and hold on for a little while. Let's take this call and we come right back to that point. Caller, you on the line?
Hey, sir.
What's happening?
Man, what's up, Haji? It's back up.
Hey,
what's up?
Back up, man. Respect.
Good to hear from you.
What's up?
I don't want to switch real quick, but I got to give this dude his props. I want to give up the Josh Chisholm.
Yes.
The first Bohemian All-Star, the first Bohemian cover athlete on MLB The Show.
Yeah.
And most importantly, the first Bohemian baseball basketball player signed the Jordan way.
Yeah.
No, serious.
And he's only one of 5 Major League Baseballs, including Aaron Judd, including Mookie Betts. He's a big company, big company.
And guess what? Just because of him, a lot of more Bohemians going to push forward.
Yes.
And I love it to see these young men progressing
Yes.
and making charge because every time I turn on the news, the first thing, young man and pool of blood. No, man, let's recognize these people.
Yes.
And guess what? A lot going to be offered. This is our 50th independence. We celebrating in Carifta. And y'all, we got this going, so y'all keep it up. I like y'all's show because I'm a sports enthusiast and a lot of people listening, and we got to shine the light, man. Good.
Thanks for listening, and hats off to Josh. Thanks for calling in, Mr. Caller.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Peter. You're pretty much right, Peter. You're pretty much right.
It's just like I said, it's hard. For example, you look at you're not saying Lamar Jackson.
But Peter, before I want backpedal a little bit because it's something that we passed up, and I know when we get into football, we're going to talk a little bit more football, but I want backpedal a little bit to the high school flag football tournament. And tell me, I know you know a little bit about that, so I want to talk about that because you only got 4 schools in it this year. But it's the first one, and are you familiar with it?
Well, the reason you have 4 schools in it is you have 4 schools that have developed a program, and they have the athletes to a level where they can play, and they're not going to harm themselves or harm other people on the field, and that's very important. Whenever you're doing football at any level, it'll be flag or tackle football. The number 1 priority is safety, and no coach lets you on the field if they feel you don't know what you're doing. You have to at least to a proficient level.
Yeah, I understand.
And we have only 4. We could have more. We could put anybody you want to play, great, get out there, but that's not responsible. Okay, so the key for the tournament is to have as many persons play who are proficient in how to play the sport, because we don't want anything to happen. We want the children to have a very positive experience playing the sport, and they want to continue to play the sport. Remember, many schools offer flag football scholarships, and I hope that this leads to the person in this tournament to get one of those or 2 of those, or be able to forward their career and their life through flag football scholarship. Because not everyone's going to get an academic scholarship.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's just life.
We know it's Saturday coming April 1st at 9:30 a.m. at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. We got St. John's College, Kingsway Academy, Queens College, and St. Augustine's College. Entrance fees are $3. They say bring your blanket, bring your lounge chairs and stuff like that because it's open field. It's going to be a fun time. Let's support these kids. It's brought to you by Pedialyte, Fidelity Bank, and Bahamas Waste. So I'm going to be out there and check them out, cheering on St. Augustine's. I knew that there was some concern about getting them out there, but insurance has covered it. I understand it's all covered. It's a non-contact sport. So it's going to be fun. And I wanted to make sure that people know about this. I want to make sure people, we'll talk about it some more tomorrow. But I just wanted to throw that out there.
To kind of on that subject, all 4 programs are very well run. The coaching staffs know what they're doing. It's very well organized. And I fully expect that there will be some flag teams out there looking for talent to play in the league, the professional leagues, when the young persons get to 18 years old.
Yeah,
I fully expect them to be out there scouting. Yeah. If they're not out there scouting, they're not doing their homework. And knowing the Avengers and Team Red Dawn and the Lions and the Predators, everybody else, there will be a representative from those teams out there to say, hey, you're gonna go to UB? Great. You're gonna be an Island? Great. Want to play some football for a great team? And it's a wonderful opportunity for the young people to remain in the world of football. It's a great sport.
It's a fantastic, one of my favorite sports, one of my favorite sports. So let's support the kids. Let's get about it. Peter, Thursday, baseball is back. Baseball is back. All teams are playing. Opening day, nothing better than opening day in MLB baseball. Well, how about your Yankees? Did I lose, Peter?
Well,
there you are.
When it comes to baseball, is there something in sports that's more exciting than hearing play ball?
Oh, one of the things I'm going to miss, but I'm glad they took a recording of it, is every night when I turn on the TV to watch Dodgers and you hear Vin Scully say, "It's time for Dodger baseball." You miss that voice. He passed on. You missed that voice, but they recorded it and they play it every night before the game starts. And the excitement of opening day, the excitement of meeting these new teams, and the anticipation what you expect your team to be like. Will it be the Padres? Will it be the Dodgers? Will it be the Mets? Mets had a devastating injury during the World Baseball Classic with Edwin Diaz, their closer, who's gone for the season. Dodgers had a devastating injury with Galvin Lux, who's gone for the season. And they haven't even played the first game yet. Aaron Judge with a big new contract. I understand he'll play some left field a little bit this year. So it's going to be some exciting things going to be happening with baseball. Jazz Chisholm signing a new contract with Johnson. He's going to look good on the field. Will the Marlins be the team? Will Jazz stay with the Marlins? Will he be a Dodger? Will he be a Yankee? So that's the excitement of baseball. That's the excitement of talking about it. So
in New York, we have Michael Kay. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love listening, even though I'm not a Cubs fan, I love listening to Harry Carey out there in Chicago.
Yeah.
I felt he did a really, really good broadcast. I remember Naughty, I had some announcers he's a big fan of for the Celtics. I forget the guy who called the Celtics game. He's a legend. And big time Laker hater too, by the way. And you have, it's nice to see when people appreciate the announcers as well, because they are a part of the what's going on. They're a big part of the atmosphere. And I've been to some boring games in my life, but
there are no boring baseball games. There are no boring baseball games, Peter. There are no boring baseball games.
I won't say what sport it was, but the announcer made it fun, and I walked with a great experience because it wasn't a great game. But
Peter, we got the producers looking at me. He's dancing, he's shaking, he's jumping. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about Naughty's picks. We finish wrap this up, and then there's no Rich Eisen tonight. You're gonna have Earl and Peter today, so we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back. I have to tell you, please forgive me, and of all times, Naughty did send in Rich Eisen. So, Peter, we're out of time. I want to thank you for calling in. I want to thank the Red Dot football team for calling in. I want to thank all the callers, Sparky, everybody who called in today. Time ran out on us. We're going to talk a lot more things tomorrow. We're going to talk about opening day baseball tomorrow. We're going to talk about some more things. And Pete will be with me tomorrow. Thanks for calling. You got Rich Eisen for the drive home. It's been a great day. See you tomorrow. Talking Heads and Naughty. This is Pearly. I'm out.
They're talking. We got talking going on about their sitch, their quarterback situation.
They got a 3-man sitch right now.
Well, they got Sam Darnold, who they just acquired. They got Trey Lance. And they got Brock Purdy, who came out of nowhere. Last pick in the draft. Who would have thunk it? As we're sitting there wrapping up the draft last year in Las Vegas, Nevada, who knew that they hit the point on their final roll of the dice? And Purdy, as we all know, is hurt. Hurt himself in the NFC Championship game. And could be back for the season, might not be. John Lynch, the general manager, spoke yesterday about the quarterback situation with Jimmy Garoppolo no longer behind the glass in case of emergency.
I think Brock has earned the right with the way he played that he's probably the leader in the clubhouse at that. You know, I'll let Kyle make those kind of decisions, but I know when we talk, I think Brock's probably earned that right to be the guy. If we were to line up, he'd probably take that first snap. And we're really excited about where Trey is at with his progress from his injury. He's been working really hard and, love the opportunity to be there to bring in Sam Darnold and his skill set. We think it's a really good fit. And so we like that. We like that room a lot.
Does that surprise you? That Brock Purdy gets the nod?
Over 2 third overall picks?
Over 2 third overall picks, including one that they just acquired for minimal value.
A little surprising.
Draft value, and one with, where they're this year going to sit around and smoke them if they got him for a second straight year in the first round, paying off their final bill on that one.
A little surprising given that Brock Purdy's injury is so recent and that he's going to have no offseason, essentially. And Kyle Shanahan said today that he may not be ready until week 4.
6 months, 8 months is what he said could be. Based on how he's healing from the surgery. Could be 6 months, 8 months. So 6 months from today. It's longer than week 4, pal.
I mean, week 4 kind of at the earliest. So I would bet that it's going to be Trey Lance for a majority of the season for San Francisco.
Kyle Shanahan asked about trading one of his quarterbacks. Quote, "We'll listen to anything. We'll listen to people that want to trade for John Lynch. We'll listen to people that want to trade for me."
So tomorrow we might be dead, essentially.
That's essentially his version of that. Like, well, anyone's available.
Got it. Tom Brady's throwing footballs on a beach like Top Gun, looking pretty good.
Nice.
I mean, dude shredded.
I saw like Gronk. Was Gronk showing off his full, like a half moon in the water and stuff like that?
I mean, you see Edelman? Edelman's yoked. Amendola looks good.
It did look like Top Gun.
Like get the band back together. Seriously. Bring Tom into San Francisco. Get Gronk to match up with Kittle. You got Edelman in the slot with Amendola and then Debo and Ayuk to pick up his 5th year. We got CMC in the backfield. It's 17-0.
17-0, baby.
You know what the O also stands for is I think the total body fat of those 5 individuals.
Yeah, right. Come on. One time.
Bring it back.
Right now, that's the sound you hear of Susie pulling over to the side of the road to check out Tom Brady's Instagram right now.
Yeah, I mean, I recommend it.
Uh-huh.
Is it good? What do we got?
I mean, Mike.
49ers aren't going in that direction. Right. Don't go there, Chris. We don't deal in rumors with Tom Brady around here. Stop that.
John Lynch just said that the guy who would start at week 1 is a dude who can't throw it from me to you right now.
Is it me or is every move?
You're not lying.
Is it me? Is it me or there's 2 ways to look at this. Is it me or is every move that they've made since acquiring Trey Lance being made to make sure that Trey Lance has the proper backup and the proper support and the proper cushion in case he needs that in his maturation? Or every move that they've made since acquiring is to have a plan that they'd rather have than start Trey Lance.
I mean, and again,
now Lance gets.
we love Trey Lance,
dude.
He was awesome at Super Bowl.
And how he said he's open to the competition. That video went viral.
Went ape, yeah.
Yes, that was the first interview we had in our Super Bowl
Number
week
one,
this past
right off the
year
docket.
in Arizona.
And he was great. Love him.
And they draft him 3rd overall. They use all that capital to go get him. He comes out of a season at North Dakota State that had only 1 game in it because COVID wiped it out. He hadn't played a game. He hadn't hardly played at the collegiate level. He played 1 terrific season, then COVID wiped it out, and then they draft him. Then they use him. The idea is in the red zone in his rookie season. He throws the first touchdown pass of the year for the 49ers as a rookie. And then they play Garoppolo instead. He gets a cup of coffee here and there because Garoppolo couldn't stay healthy the whole season. And Jimmy G was the clear starter for a team that almost made the Super Bowl. Then it's going to be his gig. It's his gig, and they keep Garoppolo around because they figure Purdy's not the proper backup with no experience of a guy who's never done it before at the professional level for a full season.
When I got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. That's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. Whatever the occasion, John's is confident you will find what you're looking for among our always growing collection of amazing and trendy styles. We cover women, men, children, the whole family. Together with John's great prices and helpful and friendly customer service, your experience in shopping with us will be time well spent. Too busy to come in store? Shop with us online. www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on in today at John's, where we put fashion at your feet.
Experience the pure deliciousness of Dunkin's Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. This sweet and savory breakfast treat stacks a fluffy egg and smoked bacon, sandwiched inside a split classic Dunkin' Glazed Donut. Make it a combo with lightly seasoned hash browns and your favorite freshly brewed Dunkin' coffee. Stop by your favorite Dunkin' today and take breakfast to a fun and tasty level with the Dunkin' Glazed Donut Breakfast Sandwich. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
People, what you thinking? We want something different. People, what you wanting? We want local government. I can tell them no more slunking. We want to see it function. I can tell them no more joke. I forgot. Going down Blue Hill Road, going down Village Road, going down Nassau Road. We want local government. We want local government. Mr. Road, we want local government. Shed a load, we want local government. We got call for local government.
Sign the petition and find out more information at risebahamas.net.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.